Las Vegas, we are in you after a travel day that lasted all of 24 hours thanks to a disgusting 10-hour layover in Heathrow Airport. We've finally arrived in Las Vegas and want to kick things off with some bloody pitches for Double or Nothing, which takes place as we're sat here right now in about 16 hours time.
Yeah, roughly, yeah. That's a decent estimation, that.
Good maths.
Good maths.
I don't know what my name is. What's your name?
My name's Jack still.
I don't know what your name.
I can't even remember.
I'm really too tired, me. Don't know what we're running on now.
I'm expecting Hotel to just come up and be like, bang, bang, bang.
If it happens, to make a good bit of content. Of course, these pictures, videos aren't what we think will happen. It's what we want to happen. As I hear somebody's door open outside. A noise complaint could be incoming any second now. Jack, what is your first pitch for what you want to see happen at AEW Double or Nothing?
I'm really scared.
Whisper.
Maybe we can be a bit quiet. I did turn the mic up so we can talk normally.
My first pitch.
Yeah.
Is that alright?
Yeah, that's about right.
It concerns a battle of the brothers, Cody Rhodes and Dustin Golden Rhodes.
You're not quite peaking there, mate.
And Cody Rhodes and Dustin Golden Rhodes.
There we go.
I think that Cody should win. That's not my pitch. It goes a bit further. I think that Cody should win, and as I mentioned in predictions, this is one of those rare occasions where I both want and think it to and should happen. And that Cody should win, but he should go too far and turn fully heel, batter his brother, make everyone feel right sorry for Dustin, and then Cody's the megalomania. I've just thought why it's a bad pitch though. It's just an evil authority figure, isn't it?
It's a smart crowd as well. They'll probably be like, "Way, WWE's crap."
Ooh. But I think they're smart but also enthusiastic, and if he goes too far and if he's clearly healing it up and he's wiping blood on himself, I don't know, then I think that maybe
he gets Dusty's fur coat and wipes Dustin's arse with it.
Wipes Dustin's arse with it?
Yeah, just straps his tights down. You know the famous fur coat that DDP has in the locker room?
So that's my pitch.
Just a poo-clogged fur coat.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
I think that Cody should win a brutal match and should go over the top, maybe even in an aftermath sort of scenario where he beats him down. Maybe even Brandy's like, stop it, and that's what she sounds like. And then I think Cody's a heel, and I think as long as it doesn't lead to him being like a Vince McMahon, but more rather just he's a heel.
Well, you could make it more of a personal vendetta. Like, you don't need to turn him as a character in terms of his executive nature, but he has a personal vendetta against his brother. He's gone
too far.
Yeah,
he's gone too bloody far. I'm scared.
I can get behind that.
Can you? Is it a yes?
Yeah, it's a yes.
It's a yes from you.
I'm going to go with a no.
Okay.
As I try to hold the sneeze in, elephant.
I've been trying to do that as well.
That's a tactic you use. If you don't want to sneeze, just say the word elephant and it goes away, because I've just proven right now.
Do you know what I saw the other day on Twitter.com? Apparently this is already a thing. I told Pachidi and he was like, I know that already. If you say Space Ghetto in an American accent, sounds like you're saying Spice Girl in a Scottish accent. I'll demonstrate. Space Ghetto. Which one's your favourite Space Ghetto? It's class, that, isn't it?
Oh, it's very good. I was going to go for a no, because on the AEW website they're all listed as EVPs, aren't they?
Yeah.
So if I say EVP turn heel, I'm thinking Vince McMahon / Triple H / Stephanie / Shane.
Yes, it is wrestling, and a heel authority figure is a trope that's been present.
Done way too much for the past 20 years.
Yeah, but it's been done way too much. But that's not saying that maybe they haven't come up with a way that they could make it work.
Yeah,
they might have a new way to do it.
I think it's the wrong message to send out when you're starting off.
Okay,
you want to be different, don't you? It's an alternative to WWE. It's not WWE light.
I mean, they're not coming out to Motorhead. For one.
I'd love it if Cody came out.
Cody came out on the Mad Max car thing.
A little moped.
Oh.
Well, I can accept that criticism. Thank you for keeping it constructive.
No problem.
Space Ghetto. Who's next?
Samuel.
Just Sam, sorry.
So my first pitch is that I'm going to go big with the first one.
Ooh.
And I think Jon Moxley's going to debut in the Rumble, because the Rumble has so many empty spaces.
The Casino Battle Royale.
Yes, the
on
Casino
ITV
Battle Royale on ITV box office, because then one, it's on free TV and it's the ultimate buy-in. It's like, what?
Good. I'm liking it.
Also, with what I think's going to happen between Omega and Jericho, in my heart, not with my head.
Yeah.
I would like to see Moxley versus Omega, because then you've sort of got a mixture of two different backgrounds there. You could have Moxley Jericho, but it's just a WWE match.
It's been they've feuded before. Yeah.
Moxley Omega. I think you could have something very nice there.
Fair.
And eventually, obviously, if Kenny goes on toward the belt, then fine. But you do get that match, which would be nice.
Fair
I'm
one.
almost falling asleep here. I'm not gonna lie. I can't keep my eyes open.
Coffee.
Open up, right.
Eat that.
What? Oh, I've already had a coffee.
Oh, got it open.
I had it before. Didn't work. What were you going to say, Jack?
The sugar's gone everywhere.
Why?
Box yourself. Get a cloth.
Initially, Sam, I was going to go for a no, but then I listened to Talk is Jericho this week, and Chris Jericho was speaking about how they're doing Omega versus Jericho already.
Yeah.
Because since they did it in New Japan before. But he was on about the arrogance of AEW, thinking, if we don't do it at this first show, we have the arrogance to wait, people might not come along for the ride because we've had that arrogance, and then we'll piss them off and this, that, and the other. But I like the thinking of
the
just
arrogance of what? Doing Omega Jericho?
waiting to do it down the line.
Don't mind me, lad.
Well, the thing is, like, it's
because
not...
apparently people were complaining, saying, why are you doing it again now?
But I don't think it's so much arrogance. I think to do it again now makes the most business sense because you've had that match recently, but now they're sort of like in a Curtis Axel, the chains are off. So, like, they can do a completely new thing, maybe, we'll see. But...
that's not what the arrogance would have been them waiting
to do it. But that's what I'm saying. I don't think that would have been arrogance. I think it might have been a little bit smarter.
But coming off of that, I like the thought of Moxley versus Omega straight away. Spunk the load straight away. Why not? Let's turn it sexual. Couple of beds over there, lads. Couple of beds over there.
Only two.
Only two for 3 people.
Apparently, we were told about it.
Ow.
Oh god. It's a yes from me. I was originally going to go with a no for the classic reason that it contradicts one of my later ones.
Yeah.
But in my brain, in my head right now, I've just changed that one on the fly.
Well, I think having him on the pre-show as well is that aspect of, oh my god, anything could happen tonight because he's here and it's
totally
free
on
TV.
board.
Everybody's getting behind it, so
I'm already on side.
I want to reaffirm.
It's a good point.
Yeah.
Here's a good point.
Yeah, Ross, your pitch.
I'm going to go for a general one first. Just a rule for everybody to follow on the card tomorrow night, and that is just stick to your times, lads and lasses.
Because of All In.
I think it was Okada and Skull, wasn't it? Went a bit over. Well, more than a little bit. They went way over. They went way over.
One party in that match you can probably blame more than the other.
I don't get this. Everyone blames Skull, and Okada took none of the blame.
Okada was like, he was taking ages to get back to his feet and being really overly dramatic.
Does you blame Okada more?
Yeah, I'd put.
But
Okada
he plays with children and stuff, and does nice little videos on Twitter and
Okada
with animals.
He's a big old baby face.
I'm glad that you clarified that because when you said that first part, I was like, well, what?
Oh god. There's footage of him having a good time with the Young Bucks as kids.
No, still no.
In the arena at the Tokyo Dome.
He's a nice
He's running
man.
around with them, playing, frolicking in the fields.
Yeah, okay.
Shooting them into the ropes.
We should just explain, right? We should set the scene here, right? 3 a.m, right? We met in the Cultaholic office to pack the bags and get ready. 4:30, was it?
Yeah.
The flight leaves from Newcastle to London. Then, 7:30 a.m, we had to wait all the way through until about 10 to 5.
Because the flight was delayed.
Yeah, and then the flight took off.
Then we then we got on the plane.
Oh yeah.
And then 2 people just didn't show up. And then they sat and waited. It's the only plane I've ever been on that sits and waits for people. So they sat and waited. And then it was like, well, they're not going to make the flight, so we'll take their bags off. And then we sat there for another 15-20 minutes. And then they played this video about like health and safety on planes and stuff.
I thought there was someone outside. I got scared.
But
someone might be listening.
But then, like, on top of that video took like 5.5 minutes. It wasn't just like, here's your exits. It was like...
And then the flight itself was 10 hours and 2 minutes. So it's over a full day we've been going.
Yeah.
I'm just I like to cover my arse when it's not going very well. I don't feel
everybody standing
very
outside
well.
the door.
The coast is clear.
That's all right then.
So I don't want people to go over their time limits and stuff. And
I think it's a fair thing. You've got to stick to your time limits, but it's a hard thing to do as well. Like you develop, I imagine, as a wrestler, a very good natural clock.
But if they're going to be a TV company from a week-to-week basis, they're going to have to get used to it, aren't they?
Well, that's it, yeah. But the thing is, it depends if it's
You've
live.
got 2 segments for a match, pal.
If it's live or if it's recorded.
Oh, yeah.
Because if it's recorded, you can do magical wonders through the work of video editing.
Yeah, you can.
If it's live, then you've got to hit your time.
I think it's recorded, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. It's a hard one to disagree with, really.
Yeah.
I don't want to see.
I want that battle royal to go on for 4.5 hours.
I don't think that.
Everybody else gets a minute and a half.
I don't think there's quite a lot of matches on this card, and quite a lot that I'd like to see have a lot of time as well. So it's quite difficult.
Yeah.
But I reckon, yeah, I'd feel especially bad for the Bucks if their match was the one that had to be cut short again.
Yeah.
Especially because that match is one that I'm looking forward to. Maybe one of the most.
Rey Mysterio's a bit of a dick still, isn't he? Because his entrance at All In was twice as long as it should have been.
about that, yeah.
He just wasn't there for half an hour.
619.
Wasn't even that song.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, I agree. It's a hard one to disagree with. Do you agree as well?
Yeah, I agree.
Get in, Jack.
My second pitch is the one that was going to be the one that I disagreed with because it contradicted one of mine, but instead it's all okay because I've changed it. So I've predicted that Hangman's opponent, Pac's replacement, is going to be Jon Moxley.
Yeah.
That would have contradicted your point because you want him in the pre-show, but I'm changing it because what I remembered the heart of this video, which is of course it's not what you think's going to happen.
It's what you
It's
want to happen.
And what I want, and mock me if you'd like, internet, for being uncool, I want CM Punk, right, in my bed.
So you had
in my
me
sofa.
up until I won. If you'd said Billy Gunn, I would have been like,
Yeah?
this table would have been like that. But now, who wants to see CM Punk wrestling in this day and age?
I don't even care. Make it a stipulation match, whatever you need to do.
Yeah,
Get him to
I
come
mean,
out and
it'd be
sit on the
insane,
ramp
wouldn't it?
and do a second pipe bomb and then beat up Hangman Page. And you know what? Punk doesn't even necessarily need to win, although it would be really weird if he lost.
If it comes after Cody Dustin and Ross's prediction comes true, it could be the white bomb. The fur coat covered in poo.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yep, you've enhanced my pick there. I'm going to keep that in. No, I'm not. So...
I don't know, what are we doing here? What's going on?
Losing my mind.
Dear me, I'm frazzled, mate.
I want a pint. I really want a pint.
I feel like, I want to plug, like,
You found somewhere
explodes
that
in the
did
wall.
30-inch pizza before online. That's like the size.
It
of
was
this.
in the side of the dome. We got
It's like the size
It's on
of
the
this.
floor.
The size of this table. We should have ordered it.
Let me-
and then
Let's
done
give him a bit
video.
of free publicity so we get some free pizza.
let me tell my story from Heathrow as well, just
Right.
briefly, right? Because my pitch, I think, do we agree on the CM Punk thing or not?
Yeah,
I don't want to see him beat up Hangman Page because I think Hangman Page is going to be positioned to be
Star
a
of the
big
future, yeah.
star.
That's a fair point.
I like the idea of him cutting a pipe bomb.
He
over
doesn't
him.
have to beat him up though. Like, what if CM Punk comes back and it's a bit like he's still going to beat him, but not as easily as you'd think CM Punk would beat him.
Roll
and
up.
it's like maybe he's missed a step. Maybe he's like
They can do a
starting
rematch and Hangman can beat him.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it could be. Well, it could just be like. It could just be that he gets like maybe Hangman catches him, knocks him, and he's a bit like oh, and he loses a little bit of confidence, and the fans are like ooh, and then you sort of work the fact he's been away from the ring for so long,
Yeah.
and he's in there with like an up and coming star.
Plus, he's big and soft now, isn't he? Because of the UFC stuff. He's outed as a massive softie.
My dad could beat up your dad because your dad's CM Punk and he couldn't even go 2 rounds.
So it's a maybe from both of you.
It's a yes.
It's a half. It's a half from me. I like the idea of the pipe bomb.
It's
I
a
don't like
definite
that
yes. I think having Punk turn up and like even if you did it though like it was just a mystery man under a mask and then
Yeah.
afterwards it was like whoa and it's Punk like yeah amazing.
So at Heathrow, I was asleep on a bench. It wasn't comfortable.
We all tried it.
awful.
Yeah.
Woke up. These two
Oh,
had
you're
gone.
about to blow the
I'm not going
secret
to say where it was.
worldwide.
These two had gone to the toilet. I'm not even going to say which terminal it was in.
Right, good.
These two had gone to the toilet. I thought I'm on my own. What's going on? Some guy woke me up. He was like a security guy. I was like, huh? And he was like, yeah. If you want to sleep somewhere, there's a rest and relaxation room just down there. And I was like, I thought he was God. And I was like, what? I don't even know if he was real. So I walked off in his directions,
Yeah.
and there was you found it later on.
Yeah, we came
Had
along to it.
Sofas and
I
that.
walked in. It was so
It
dark
was
and comfy.
unbelievable.
There were blankets on every
Oh,
chair.
it was like finding an oasis in the desert, man.
Guess which 2 celebrities I saw today as well in Heathrow?
Bobby Davro.
Bobby Davro.
Sam
was one
told
of
me
them.
you saw
Yeah.
Bobby Davro. I didn't just
Bobby
plug Bobby Davro.
You'll never get the second one.
Showdown Yogi.
No,
CM Punk.
nah, bigger,
Deck.
bigger.
And
It
his
was
big.
Carol Thingy from Loose Women.
Carol from Loose
Carol,
Women.
Big Kaz.
unbelievable scenes.
Right?
The
I
Loose
died
Kaz
in
and
Charleston.
With Bobby Davro?
No, 2
Oh.
separate occasions. Weren't they? Bobby Davro was
Bobby
there.
Davro was just chilling.
He was flirting with the lasses on the door, wasn't
He was, yeah. He didn't appear to be first class.
Was he in the rest and relaxation room?
No, he
he?
was
Just
opposite.
over the way, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know when we went down to the toilet,
The
and
old
it's
face
down those
primary.
weird stairs.
Don't give away the location.
There's all sorts of stairs in Heathrow. It's
You're
fine.
right.
But yeah, like he was on the other side of the travelator.
Aye.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Have you got a pitch?
Have I got a pitch? Yes. Hold on. Let me just whack my pitches out. All right, I'll go with a sensible one now. So I think the Bucks are going to defeat the Lucha Brothers to extend the Mexican relationship for AEW.
What do you want to happen?
That's what I want.
You
to
want
happen,
that to happen?
because I think if they can get like a regular TV spot in Mexico, because I don't know what the crack is with Mexican TV. I don't know if they just get American stations as well. If not, then they may need their own TV deal down there, and they're working with AAA anyway, so maybe it'll be easier for them to get that. But I think like if you have the Bucks keep those belts and keep taking them to Mexico, it's just going to increase interest in the product on a global scale, and then eventually the Lucha Brothers get them back.
I thought you were more of a CMLL man than a AAA man.
I am very much more of a CMLL man.
Why do you want AAA to get bigger? Competition.
Competition,
the Monday Night
mate,
Wars
fuels,
of Mexico.
Yeah, the Mexico Night Wars.
Interesting. I'm going to agree, but only because it feeds into my next one.
Right,
It's
okay.
the typical, I'm going to say no because it contradicts, but it's the positive version of that.
Right.
So it agrees with my next one.
I'm going to say yes because it agrees with
I'm going to say yes out of convenience to myself.
Yeah.
I'm going to say yes because it makes business sense, Samuel. Doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it's the thing is like I think Mexican market for wrestling is huge. The Bucks wrestle such a like high flying style
Yeah.
that I think they fit in really well. When they went to Mexico, they drew like apparently record ratings for
Which I thought
AAA.
was weird because when I watched it when they first rocked up there, no one made a noise. I can't even talk. Nobody made a noise
The whole thing is just like the
in the crowd. That was.
I think the type of actor when if you don't know who the Young Bucks are, and then you see them wrestle, you can't not like them afterwards.
They said it on Being the Elite when Kenny Omega was like, so Cody got his ass kicked. Why didn't you run out and help him? And all it was that Cody said about Kenny, one of the two.
Yeah.
He was like, why didn't you go and help him? They were like, we needed to save our running for our pop later on, you know. And then he was like, your pop wasn't even that big, was it? So hope that was worth it. And then they both just like looked genuinely hurt. They were like, yeah, he's right, our pop wasn't that big. I haven't seen footage of the pop, but I believe you, Ross.
It was non-existent.
Wow, crazy.
Oh, right. My third pitch. Second pitch. My second pitch. Louder. Involves the Battle Royal. It involves the Battle Royal. I saw a hot take, which was more of a lukewarm / cold take, saying it was a bad thing that the number one contender, well, half of the vacant championship match for the AEW title, being coming from the Battle Royal where the aim is just to push somebody over the top rope and not do good wrestling is a bad thing. So I'm going to go off that and turn that, the stipulation into a positive thing, even though it already is a positive thing. I'm not making much sense here, am I?
I've seen this hot take, and I can shed some light on it if you want.
Go on then.
The person in question on Twitter was saying that, and they're quite a respected wrestling Twitter boy, they were saying that it doesn't make sense that the winner of this pushy over the top rope contest gets a title shot where you win by pinfall or submission. And then everyone in the comments went, the Royal Rumble, mate. Michael the Pamphlet Hamflet had his absolute life. But yes, so what are you going to do about that?
I want an absolutely random name to win and launch a career. I don't want an established name that is deserving of being in the title picture already to win the match. I want a career to be launched.
Imagine just all the elite come out and win it,
Huh.
and that's
the
tone
worry,
for
that's
the
the
night.
worry.
I want Triple H to win it.
Sets the tone for the night. They just come out and win every match after inserting themselves.
Looking like it's a bit of a bad example because a lot of people do know what he's about, but people like Jungle Boy haven't been exposed to a lot of people.
Yeah.
I think that it's the perfect launching post, and it's sort of like what they wanted to do with the armbar when you had guys like Baron Corbin won it, and it was like
Big Show.
When people weren't really watching NXT, and it was like putting it on him, and it was like okay, and he was out there in Mania, and it was like this big like Killian Dane at 33. You had.
I was just about to say, it's interesting that they've taken Kip Sabian and Sammy Guevara out of the Battle Royal, giving them a spotlight as well, and I've just realised that one of my predictions is definitely wrong.
Oh.
Well, they're going to want Sabian to win to court the British audience, aren't they? The ITV lads.
We've got Jack Whitehall now, mate. Need some of them there England's in it.
I'm definitely getting that one wrong. Right, anyway, that's a different video. Yeah, I'm going to give it... See...
I don't want, no disrespect, lads. Don't want Jimmy Havoc or Joey Janela, these established names. Don't want them winning it. I want a career launched. An AEW original.
I like it because I'd say yes, under the condition that... Because the next show's about Fyter Fest.
Yeah.
So that's not going to be a one, I'm guessing, on the same scale as this or All In.
Yeah.
It's going to still be big, but not as big, I'm guessing. So I reckon that...
Stop yawning.
So I reckon I'm
I've got to go
boring.
drinking yet, mate.
So I'm guessing that that match can afford to be a one where Omega or Jericho is definitely going to retain.
Yeah.
But it can be like classic New Japan style booking where the rookie gets really close and wins a load of respect. Yes, it's a yes for me as long as that is what follows on.
It's a yes for me. The only thing I'll tentatively say is like by the time the TV rolls around, like later in the year, are they still going to have that sort of momentum behind them?
Depends.
Depends on how many shows they have.
Ross isn't on the booking team. I wish he was. That would be class.
I'm on WWE's.
Yeah.
I worry with somebody like Jungle Boy that it'll be like huge moment, and then it's just going to be constantly just talked about over and over and over again. What?
But have you not heard?
What?
Jungle is massive. See you later.
Wicked.
But like, I think like if it's going to boil down to them just repeating that video clip of him winning over and over again until there's like weekly TV to really elevate.
Starting to sound like Pachisi here. Negative Nancy.
I know, it's just because I've been up so long and then I've been sat like this on the plane the entire time and like, yeah, it's been a long time.
No, you weren't.
You
were stretched out like this, Sam, in the middle. I was like that halfway in the corridor.
Me and Ross look like the Young Bucks on either side.
You were like that? I was seconds away.
The first part of that entire flight, I was like this. You were firmly in behind me.
I will take a picture on the way home.
Whose turn is it now?
It's yours, I think.
My last one?
Yeah.
My last pitch is it involves the tag team match, as yours did. The Young Bucks and the Lucha Bros. And I think the Young Bucks should retain too to set up. Okay, this is my most outlandish one. They get cut off in their celebrations by a run-in from our boy and his brother, Tama Tonga and his brother. And they're going to run in and maybe, like, remember when Tama Tonga launched the Ring of Honor belt?
Yeah.
Hit the wall. Maybe he launches Enzo Amore himself at one of them like a weapon. Enzo doesn't have to be there necessarily. The GOD run in and batter them. And that's the next feud, Young Bucks and GOD. Mainly because Tama Tonga's been kind of pitching on Twitter to get him in as Pac's replacement for Hangman, saying that there's unfinished business between the two halves of the Bullet Club and the Elite. And he's saying, like, the war's not over. I like that. I just don't think that's the match for it to happen in. I think it should be a tag team feud rather.
Are New Japan going to allow that?
Well, I don't think so, but it's just what I want to happen.
Oh, will that work in relationships?
No, but it's what I want to happen. So
I know.
You wanted George Miz to get turned into little potato fragments, and you said yes.
George Miz is in my third
how dare
pitch,
you say will that work politically when you were like George Miz should get turned into potato fragments?
I didn't say anything to disparage your little pitch.
You did. You went, will that work politically?
I can't believe you haven't called it George running yet.
That's my third pitch. It's not really. My third pitch is one of my best ever. I'm not even gonna lie. Tune in, viewers.
GOD stuff, yes or no?
Yeah, I'll go for it. As long as they don't throw the titles around, don't want to see the titles disrespected like that.
Not the AAA titles, God.
I can see it. It's just how far you can take the Bullet Club thing if Bullet Club isn't really going to be part of AEW.
I know.
If it's like if it's sort of like
fantasy
a couple and done, where it's like Bullet Club gets cast out of AEW.
Admittedly, I didn't think this one through very much. Okay, so I'm just going to pretend. That it's all fine, and if it happens, all the links between New Japan and CMLL and AAA and all that—that's all going to be fine.
Yeah,
it's all just going to be fine.
It's all going to be good.
And then in their celebrations, Tama Tonga will see me in the crowd and go, "It's all down to him."
It's a yes for me.
It's a yes for me.
There you go.
What's your final pitch?
My final pitch is after the women's match, the three-way. There is going to be an announcement of an AEW women's title and possibly a tournament starting or at like in the run-up to whatever event to crown the first women's champion.
Well, we can't say no. I don't look like a bastard.
Well, this is an easy 3 yeses for me then.
I mean, I don't know how you argue that. I want to see Brandy Rhodes hand that belt by herself.
It's the tournament style that I am mainly pitching now. I think like the idea of a women's tournament, because it means they get to showcase so many different talents. Or do you think like
Ring of Honor did it, and it didn't work quite as well, but they don't have the platform that all of it are going to have.
Because the only other thing I could think would maybe happen, but it would be so left field, would just be there's a women's belt and then it's in
For
that
that
three-way,
match,
yeah.
right.
But I think it works
I
a
like
lot
the
better if
tournament
it's
more.
like a big tournament load, and then over weeks you can
Yeah.
tease.
And they've got quite a roster for it as well. They've got, Ali, Tennille Dashwood,
Yeah,
Big Priestley's going to be coming in.
Jordan Grace.
Yeah, Jordan
Yeah.
Grace. I mean, I reckon there's enough talent there for a tournament, and a good tournament as well.
They should do another battle royal, but like tinker it so it's like specific to the ladies. Like this one in Vegas is specific to gambling.
Yeah,
Tinker it. I don't know how you do that.
The women's
Someone
battle royal.
would create, yeah.
just call it the women's battle
Called the
royal.
Fabulous Moolah Women's Battle Royal.
No,
No, of course not. It's a yes from me.
Yeah, I like tournaments.
And well done.
JR likes tournaments. JR will be excited on commentary.
Does he love a tournament?
He loves a tournament.
What's your final pitch then?
Mine's like
Is it out there? Is it weird?
no, it's actually quite well, it is out there considering what's going on. In the main event, right, between Jericho and Omega, which is the main event of the show. What am I doing here? I've lost the plot, lads. I can't think. I'm frazzled. During the main event, the AEW Championship or something resembling that will be at ringside,
Yeah.
like it was between Kofi and Bryan at WrestleMania. And as that match finishes between Jericho and Omega, whatever happens, a returning Pac storms the ring with these red/RED brethren. I don't know if it's red or RED. I don't watch
Dragon
much
Gate
Dragon. Yeah. The Dragon Gate lads run down, commandeer whatever that representation is.
The coast is clear still.
Is it Pac gonna
Crap myself
come in?
every time you get your dog hearing on the go where you're like,
Sorry.
So Pac and the lads come down and nick the title, run off, and that's how the show ends.
Are they at the top of the ramp?
Yeah.
Through the crowd?
Whatever.
Oh.
The old CM Punk malarkey.
blows a kiss.
Yeah.
CM Punk's there going, this isn't on.
Yeah.
But then that spawns all sorts of hashtags on Twitter like gang warfare and like this
Under
is
siege.
this is our turf. Oh yeah, under siege, shame it, man.
Bastard.
Under siege, shame it, man. Yeah, that's my pitch. That's my final pitch. Far fetched because of what's gone on.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, I like that. I like it. The only worry I have is like you've just introduced the belt. Is it wise for the first thing to be it getting
But
stolen?
that's how much people want it.
Yeah, yeah, that is true. It does sell the desire of the title. Hottest belt in the hottest company.
I agree with Sam that it's a bit risky, but I think also
If anybody
it's
can
a
pull it
risk
off.
that bloody pays off. If
Oh.
anyone can carry that off,
Anarchy.
it's Pat.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like it. I don't think it'll happen, but as we all know, it's not about that on this video.
That's what we want to
That's
happen.
what we want.
One. Yeah.
Well,
In an ideal world as well, I want George Mazzano to just run down and just win.
Tell me-
Just pin Jericho and Omega at the same time.
Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Space get up.
I want to go to bed.
Fair enough.
So that's it for our pitches for Double or Nothing. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Tell us a pitch or two, or tell us, how to get through life without sleep, because I'm finding it very, very hard indeed. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments below. You can follow us on Twitter at Cultaholic. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Cultaholic. And if you enjoy what we do here at Cultaholic, you can pledge to our Patreon page, patreon.com/Cultaholic. Hit subscribe and join us